Hello everybody, welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. And being the season is nearly upon us. Tomorrow the Championship starts. Saturday the Premier League starts. That means we can go ahead with, well, it's the second actually, but the first in the regular series of Fantasy League videos. Remember, we launched the series and promoted the league, and thank you so much. Tons and tons of you, many have joined. If you want to get involved, please do so. I think you can still join after the season started, but you're at a disadvantage. Looks like we've got some pretty serious players in T5QBR0 if you want to join the fun. And every single Thursday I will be doing this type of video. When the season's going, we'll be able to say who the star players were, who had the best team, etc, etc. But this week, I have been making the final tweaks to my team. That was the squad that I came up with. Look, this was a long time ago, before the fixtures, before certain transfers and certain players were available. So my team is not fit for purpose and does need tweaking. With that being said, let's have a look at the fixtures and see what we can figure out. What I did not know when I set this up and picked that first team is that on the first week, Manchester United, Manchester City, Aston Villa and Burnley will not be playing. Also, what is that little tab next to fixtures that says FDR? The fixture difficulty rating. I like this a lot. Look, from easy to hard, who's got the best games? Particularly good for picking out defenders and possibly clean sheets, or strikers going to go on runs of goals. Obviously, it's much easier to do better against easier teams. Tricky because we've got no form to go on, but we'll use it as a little bit of a help for the time being. So we're going to add Wolves to our avoid list because their first two games are down as hard. So we're going to take any Wolves players we've got out of the team. Could be famous last words. We don't know how Sheffield United are going to go this year because that's the first game. But we'll see. So 4 teams not playing and we don't like the look of Wolves. There must be some teams we do like the look of. And we are going to be very pro Arsenal, who've got 2 greens over the first 2 weeks. We're going to be pro Newcastle, who have got 2 greens over the first 2 weeks. And we're going to be very pro Spurs, who have got 3 in a row to begin with. So, there is the squad. Using those metrics, right or wrong, we're going to get rid of me, because Burnley aren't playing, and it looks like he's injured anyway. Going to get rid of Cody, could be famous last words, because Wolves are on the FDR, not looking good. Franklin D. Roosevelt, or fixture difficulty rating. We are going to get rid of Kevin De Bruyne, by God. Probably the best player in the league, but Man City aren't playing. Not even Kevin De Bruyne is that good. We're also going to get rid of Connor Wickham because he is hurt and maybe we can do something with that spot. So there you go. We have freed up 4 spots, 2 defenders, a midfielder and a forward. And we've got £26 million to play with. Now, we've got Arsenal on our likes. Well, we've already got their top scorer, Aubameyang, who is inexplicably down as a midfielder, but we'll take it. So that's okay. We got Spurs as a team we like, and we've already got Harry Kane. So we're covered there. So we need to have a look at Newcastle, who we liked as well. I'm not going to go for Newcastle defenders, even though that might be sensible given Steve Bruce is the manager. Having a look at the midfielders and the strikers, I'm drawn to 2 players. One is Alain Saint-Maximin, who is there with 92 points, sort of attacking wide player. The other is Callum Wilson, who's just signed and has 116 points. I'm going to go for Wilson. Remember, it's a Steve Bruce team, so someone like Wilson will have less defensive work to do than someone like Saint-Maximin will. So Callum Wilson is coming in for £6.5 million, which means I was going to do a 4-4-2. I'm now going to do a 3-4-3. So I have a throwaway defender position and I have hit sort by 4 million, which is the lowest amount. Remember, we're avoiding Wolves, so I can have a Wolves player as a throwaway player because I'm not going to want to bring in any of their main players. So we're going to take Burr or however that is said at the bottom there, and we're going to add Wilson and Burr. Help me out, Wolves fans. With that. So we've now got 2 holes open. We're going to play a 3-4-3, which means we've got 15.5 million, which is decent. We can't get one of the elite players, but look, we've already got Aubameyang, Salah and Kane maybe as elite players. But we can probably get 2 pretty decent players. What does that average out at? Sort of 7.5 million, 7.75 million, isn't it? Would be our barometer. Let's go back to the FDR here. Let's look maybe a little bit more long term for what we want. I'm liking the look of West Brom. No Reds in there, but it's West Brom. Are they going to keep any clean sheets? A midfielder, maybe Pereira is down as a midfielder, but really how much is he going to affect in those first games? Although, look, they have... I don't know, I'm convincing myself now. No, we're going to avoid that. Manchester United, no Reds in there, but they don't play the first week. So they're the 2 you'd really be looking at. Next, however, is Liverpool. They've got 1 Red in there and then otherwise none. So I think we're going to have a look at Liverpool for a defender. And, wow, look at that. Alexander-Arnold and Robertson, obviously the mega fullbacks. But if you look, okay, Alexander-Arnold is miles out in front, but that's going to limit what we can do in midfield. Van Dijk is only 3 points off Robertson, and surely there's less chance of Van Dijk being injured compared to Robertson and Alexander-Arnold. So I think we are going to be able to bring in the might of Virgil van Dijk. In he goes there. Was he Footballer of the Year? Probably, I don't know. Or was De Bruyne? Was it Henderson? I can't remember. So Van Dijk is in, and we've got 1 midfield spot. We're going to play a 3-4-3, so we need a decent midfielder. And we've got £9 million. Now, we can do a sort for £9 million, and it looks a little bit of a no-brainer to me, because there is Heung-min Son right at the top. Mahrez is higher, but Man City aren't playing, so there's no point getting him. Grealish is there. Well, Villa aren't playing, are they? Willian is there, but we've already got Aubameyang from Arsenal, so I think we're a little bit covered there. So we're going to have to go for Son. We like Spurs for the first 3 games. Son's a great player. He's exactly the amount of money we've got left. So let's throw Son Heung-min in there, and we have our squad sorted for the first week with £0 left. The way we like it. Spend all your money is my advice. There are our transfers. Me out, Burr in. Cody out, Van Dijk in. De Bruyne out, Son in. Wickham out, Wilson in. There we go. So now we have the choice of captain. And we've got a fair few choices. I'm not going to go for Ward-Prowse. He's there as a set play guy. They're away at Crystal Palace. Roy Hodgson, yeah. I'm not going to go for Callum Wilson because it's Newcastle and Steve Bruce. I'm not going to go for Mitro because they're playing Arsenal and Fulham might take time to settle. Let's leave off the 2 Spurs players because the other 2 players, they're Salah and Aubameyang, are playing against newly promoted teams. So it's between Salah and Aubameyang. Salah at home to Bielsa's Leeds. Will they be open? Who will have more of the ball? Arsenal at Fulham. Well, Fulham aren't as good as Leeds, but Arsenal aren't as good as Liverpool. Who to choose? Who to choose? There we go. I have chosen Mo Salah. Sorry, Leeds fans. I know we have many of you watch the channel here. I've gone for Mo Salah there. Surely Bielsa ball. They can probably do something in the game, but it may well be open for Salah. I've got Aubameyang there as the vice captain. There is my team. 3-4-3. Pickford in goal. Van Dijk, O'Connell and James across the back. O'Connell and James, a couple of my favourites from the Championship. Ward-Prowse, Salah, Aubameyang and Son. Pretty much 3 strikers in my midfield, which is great. Wilson, Mitrovic and Kane makes up the rest of the team. My bench is literally full of the cheapest players I could That is my team. I'm really interested to know what you guys are going to do with yours, and we'll see who's flying at the end of the first week. As ever, support the channel. Hit that like button. Get your comments in. Let me know what you think of my efforts at picking a team there. Good ideas, bad ideas, etc. Hit the subscribe button, coming up for 12,000. But do you really want to comment? Or do you want to go over to Fantasy League T5Q BR0? Maybe don't comment at all. You give me ideas. I might go back in and make changes. Again, put your money where your mouth is. Join the league and play. And then we'll know. Empty vessels make most noise. Full vessels, is that the right term? Will be at the top of the Fantasy League, won't they? You can listen to all of this on a podcast if you don't want to look at my face. Please support me financially. We're making a go of this channel. I'd love it to be my part-time living. I'd love it even more to be my full-time living. We do need your support. I would love if ad revenue from YouTube was covering all my bills. It's not. We've got coming up 12,000 subscribers, which is brilliant. But we need to double or treble or even better that for it to just rely on that. So you can support via shop front on Amazon. I'm an Amazon influencer. Amazon.co.uk/shop/the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Buy any of the products from my lists or click away on a recommended product and I will get a little tiny kickback. Every little helps. You can subscribe via Patreon for $3 a month. You, for the price of a cup of tea or a pie at the football, you will know that you're supporting me. Get to interact with me over on Patreon. Get your name in the description here and know that you're supporting a fellow football fan. For $5, you can get a little bit extra. My Patreon-only Q&As vlogs. We're going to be trying to put some interviews up exclusively on there as well. $5, I think, works out at £4.50. So not expensive at all. And you could change my life, literally. It is that important. There is a higher tier there. That's for sponsorship. So if we look at sponsorship there, you could sponsor this very, very show and get your name shouted out. This series, 46, it won't be 46, this isn't the championship, Ben, 38 shows through the season. I'm sure it'll be seen by many, many people. So you can be a fan sponsor. We've already got sponsors of the review show, the preview show, and indeed the 1 to 24 predictions there. Or if you run a small business or a large business, God forbid, you can sponsor the entire channel. If you look up there, where am I pointing? You can get your business logo up there in the video and a shout out and your details in the description. We reached nearly 500,000 views the last 3 months, so well worth it. If you're running a small business, if you've got marketing budget, help a bro out. But more importantly, put your money where your mouth is. Let's see who's going to be King Fantasy League player. Loads of people have entered. Get involved. I think I remember T5Q BR0. I've shown you my team. You don't have to show me yours, but show me what you can do. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Fantasy League starts now. May the best player win. Over and out.